Hi there! About 1 week ago, Amazon announced a brand new software update for their Kindle Scribe. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of the Scribe. I think it's missing a lot of key important features, but with the latest update, I really do think they're heading in the right direction. In this latest update, they came out with 4 new features, some of which have been long awaited since the Scribe first came out many months ago. I'm excited to talk about all of those features, but I've got to say, I don't think the Scribe is quite ready yet for most people. I'll also be talking more about that later in the video. Now, the first feature I want to talk about is definitely targeted more towards reading, and if you're a bookworm, I am sure you will appreciate this update. They're adding a 2-column layout in the landscape view when reading on the Kindle Scribe. To use this feature, all you have to do is open up a book on your Kindle Scribe, go to the AA menu followed by the Layout tab, change the orientation to landscape mode, and then you'll be able to select this new 2-column button for the 2-column view. Now, because of the large 10-inch screen on the Kindle Scribe, this 2-column view is really handy. You get so much more text on the screen with this new layout. It works across all the Kindle books that you have, and I really do enjoy it because it's basically like having 2 different Kindle Paperwhites side by side. I put my Kindle Paperwhite on top of my Kindle Scribe, and with the 2-column view turned on, it's basically doubling the amount of text that I normally have. Now, don't worry, if you also like to take notes while reading, you can continue doing that in this 2-column layout. You can still highlight, add notes and sticky notes the way you normally would. So all the functionality of reading remains the same. You just get way more text on the same screen. Next up, we have a deep integration with Microsoft Word. They are now allowing you to directly send Word documents from the Microsoft Word application directly to your Kindle. Now, even though this feature isn't fully rolled out yet, it is coming in waves. For example, on the Mac, you don't have this feature quite available yet. The help documentation, though, is widely available, so we do know exactly how it will work once it comes out. Basically, all you'll have to do is go to the Share menu in the Microsoft Word app, followed by Send to Kindle, and then over here, we'll have 2 new options to choose from. You can send it as a Kindle book, or you can send it as a document. Now, there is an important distinction between these 2 options. If you send your Word doc as a Kindle book to your Kindle Scribe, you can read it, you'll have all the nice font and formatting options like you're used to on a Kindle book, but you will not be able to mark up the book with your pen. You'll only be able to add sticky notes. When you compare that to the printed document option, with that option, you have more flexibility with writing directly on the page, underlining text, circling things, marking documents with that printed document option. It's really handy, but you do not get the other features like adjusting the font size and other layout options. There are a few other complaints I have about this feature. Any notes you take on the document on your Kindle Scribe will not sync back to Microsoft Word, so they're only local to your Scribe. And the second thing, this does require a Microsoft 365 subscription, so if you don't pay for that, you will not have any access to this feature. These next 2 features are definitely quality of life improvements. The first one is a bird's eye view in the notebooks view. If we open up a notebook, there is a new button now on the top of the screen for a bird's eye view. You can see all the pages that you've made in that notebook. You can also add and delete pages, as well as move pages around. I really do like the way the UI is set up for moving pages. All you do is tap on the line and the page jumps to that location. It all works very seamlessly. And the last new feature they added was the ability to adjust the contrast in PDF documents. Now, in the update blurb, they said this was one of the most highly awaited features, but I don't really understand why, because for me, I don't really see much of a use. Maybe depending on the PDF that you have, this could be very useful. But basically, when you go to a PDF on your Kindle Scribe, you'll now have 4 levels of contrast you can adjust with. I tried using this in one of my PDFs that I use for my daily prayers. On the border of this PDF, there is this nice floral decor arrangement thing on the sides, and if I use the contrast feature, that floral border gets darker or lighter, but the text itself remains the same. So again, I don't think this will be very useful for a lot of people, but apparently it was a highly requested feature, so someone out there definitely will benefit from this. Now, those were the 4 new features that have come to the Kindle Scribe, but we do have some insight now into what is coming next. I really do love how Amazon is giving us a bit of a sneak peek into what they're working on. At the bottom of the blog post for this update, they did announce that coming soon is a new lasso tool, which will be very, very useful for a quality of life improvement. Now, I also read somewhere online that Amazon is also working on handwritten text conversion to digital text. Now, if that is actually true, I didn't see that on the blog post, but someone did mention that online. So if that is true, I think that would be a huge update for the Kindle Scribe. That is my number one feature request. If I can convert my handwritten text to digital text, I think we have a whole new set of features that we can play with on the Kindle Scribe. Now, if you want to learn more about the Kindle Scribe and all the other things that I think about it, I have a whole detailed video with my review of it. Link on the screen for that right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.